But you don't need to tell them what they look like.
But then they know it, and then they've resolved not to do anything about it.
Well, that's a different
their
story.
choice, though.
Yeah.
Which is a bad choice for them if they're your friend. If
I
you're a good friend.
All right, into another new hour. Insensitivity training for a politically correct world. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We are The Woody Show. Phones are open, 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. You can send us a text over to 22987. So I have some normal by the numbers here. I wanted to bring this up because how honest are you with the people in your life, specifically your friends?
Okay.
We'll see if our answers match up, because people were asked if they would tell a close friend something they might not want to hear. So would you tell a close friend about it, or would you keep quiet? Like if their partner's cheating on them, do you tell them?
Yes.
I brought this up, and I've heard people talk about this before, and a lot of people say no, it's not their place. But there's a couple, thoughts on this that I have. One, that whole do unto others, right? I feel I would want to know. And if I found out that somebody, a friend,
yeah,
not an acquaintance, a friend, knew and didn't tell me, I'd be pissed.
Same.
Yeah.
That's such a betrayal.
Yeah.
Yeah. My outlook on it is if I tell something to somebody, that's hard to share and they get upset with me, then I go, you know what? I guess we weren't really that close of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get where people don't want to get involved. There's also situations where whose friend was it first?
Oh, are
Right.
you telling on
Right.
the pal?
Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, kind of a different example. I'm just going to use people in this room. All right, so Menace.
Yes.
Right? You're friends with my wife,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or you're friends with me.
Yes.
But you found out that someone's cheating.
Uh-huh.
Like, who are you more, not, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's going to create an issue because you're friends with both people.
Yeah. Who are you more loyal to?
Right? It's not even more loyal. I just, like, how does that dynamic work?
So I have a saying, and I hope your wife's not listening to the show right now.
Okay.
I call it loyalty by seniority.
Okay.
So
I thought I was going to say bros before
Same.
hoes. So
No.
I have a saying. Yeah. I coined it.
Heard of it?
It's called bros before hoes.
Write this down.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, if I knew you first, then it's like, you know what, that's something that you're just gonna have to deal with.
Right. Somebody said it's my obligation to tell my friend anything that could change their life. Agreed.
If it's your friend, yes, but like you said, if in the type of situation that you just did with Menace, I don't think I would say anything, but I would stop being friends.
See, well, this is the cheating thing. I don't know.
Well, because
you can't trust her.
I'm not
When it comes to that
coming
thing,
in to blow
Yeah.
up somebody's life.
Yeah, I'm
but if
not.
it's your- but it's
I'm
your
not going
friend.
into like work out your relationship or whatever. That's on you.
Like, oh, you told your wife you're on a diet, but I saw you eating pizza. Like,
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm not ratting you out on that.
Yeah.
You better know for sure.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
All right, so would you tell a friend? 59% said they would say something.
Yeah,
Which
I definitely would.
I still feel that's low for what I'd like to see. I'd like to see it closer to 80%.
Yeah.
Personally,
I thought it would be
like I
near
would want,
90.
Yeah, I would want to know. Would you tell a friend? Sorry, man. They have bad breath. Which, by the way, your breath is very much improved.
Yeah.
I don't know we've talked about it. You had like something that you found.
TheraBreath.
TheraBreath.
Yeah, I wish they were a sponsor because it actually is pretty expensive. But it's like
What does it cost, and how big's the bottle?
it's kind of the large bottle's like $15.
Yeah, and use your hands. Show me how big the fish is.
It's
Yeah.
about that
Oh, it's a
big.
pretty big bottle.
Oh,
yeah, it's
yeah.
a big bottle, but I go through it quickly. And you can find it at any Target.
Do you
That's where
swish
I
and spit,
normally-
or you just swallow it?
I swish. I'm a swisher
Yeah.
all day. But
I
yeah,
knew one
TheraBreath-
person that used to swallow Listerine. They would not
Oh.
use
Ah.
they would not use a ton of it. They would just because they said they liked the way that it felt going down.
It burned?
They liked that burn.
Okay, I will
Right?
tell you
Yeah.
this. The only person I ever knew that swallowed Listerine was an alcoholic.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's junky street person
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but this person wasn't really a drinker.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty straight edge, actually.
Huh.
I
in
did
the
like
grand
the
scheme of things,
burn of Listerine, but it didn't work as well as TheraBreath. It's
because they
so
also said
much
it would
better.
keep them from being sick, because it says right in the bottle it kills 99 point whatever % of germs. So,
I don't
really?
think that's what
so
they
you
meant.
really, you really want to get into it. It's like when it's like kind of like when you go to wipe. Like you can wipe, but there's some people who will kind of get like just a little bit of the inside of the rim of the butthole.
Oh.
You know, just to get that little. You know, they're
Suck
not
it
you're not
in.
spackling over the nail hole. You're just you know you're kind of getting in there and
Right.
getting into the grout. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
No, yeah, no,
If that makes sense.
total sense.
Yeah. All right. So would you tell your friend if they have bad breath? If I was like, if they were close talking to me and I was stuck next to them, like, dude, what's up with your breath? We have told Menace before. I don't get the breath thing because I'm sitting across the studio from him, but like somebody like Sammy.
She's lucky she came here when she did.
Yeah.
Bodega breath.
But, I mean, yeah, exactly.
In the
That's
middle
where
of fixing the situation.
that's where the whole thing got coined.
Well,
Bodega breath.
We
It's
had a
because of his
conversation with one of our friends that, Bort and I have, and the guy kind of stank, and he didn't know.
So is
And
it
we-
Randy or Tyler? Which one?
It was Tyler.
Okay.
And,
And it was one of two.
Called
and then-
that one.
But we told him, and then ever since then, he's smelled great.
Well, it's
Oh,
different
that's
for-
good.
Guys
Yeah.
are way different about that because I don't know what it is with women, but they're so into the like yes queen, you go girl mindset.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just saw this yesterday in my.
You're saying that as a leading feminist.
exactly,
Yeah.
but it's not to their benefit a lot of times.
Yeah, they won't say, "Oh, you look great with that short haircut." No, you don't.
No,
that.
don't
I
say
would
it.
tell them. I would for sure tell anyone if their breath was that bad because number one, out of concern. Like, when was the last time you went to the dentist? Also, and is there an issue
you're-
going on in your mouth?
You're telling that to your girlfriends?
Yes, I would. Yeah, I would say something.
See, I
believe
think
that.
girls say it, they just don't say it that directly. Like, oh, I love how you just don't care how your breath smells.
Yeah, something like, oh, you don't sweat much for a
I
fat
saw
girl.
Right.
I see it at the gym all the time because there are girls who, as I've always said, or at least recently, you don't need to be wearing a sports bra to the gym. You're too big to pull that look off. And I saw one girl who was thin and small, and she was wearing full clothes. She had sweatpants and like a t-shirt on. The other girl, 50 pounds overweight with a sports bra, and she's spilling out everywhere. And as a friend, you should say, wear a t-shirt.
but
you
she
don't.
probably is hot.
So would you tell a friend that they have bad
t-shirt.
breath? 56% said they would. I'll get through some of these other ones. Would you tell a friend they drink too much?
Oh, yes.
I do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Like, it's one thing, you kind of joke around or what, but
Yeah.
like when you notice it's becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Well, especially if it comes to like, okay, how are you getting home after
Yeah.
events and you're drinking a lot?
69% said they would.
Oh, right.
That's hot.
But just in general, like if they're constantly like, being the fool at parties and stuff, you want to let them know.
Here's one that I always stay out of, even if they are a friend. Would you tell a friend they're a bad parent? I do not.
No.
You can't ever say that
You
to
can't
anyone.
because
no.
it's like you never come back from that. I've seen that play out. But my mom's best friend, I think I told you that story. This woman, Patty, who was her best friend. I mean, they were super BFFs. And Patty called into question my mom's parenting one time on something, and they haven't spoken since. It was cold turkey.
Wow.
That was
That's
it.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in that. When you start getting into things
Yeah.
with other people's kids,
Yeah.
nope.
Kids like trump everything.
43% would bring it up. Like if the kid's in danger, different. But if it's just like,
Like, oh,
I
I
can't
wouldn't
believe
do
you
that
let them
way.
watch those movies.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
no, I'm not
Don't be
doing
that
it.
guy.
No.
Would you tell your friend they need to lose weight? Yeah, we fat shame our friends all the time around here.
Every day.
I would
Yeah.
never tell somebody that.
That's
no.
what I'm saying.
Well, that's the thing about if you're overweight, you're not going to be shocked if someone tells you that. You already know. You don't need to be told. Whether you want to do something about it or not, that's up to you. But like, I am fat? This is the first I'm hearing of
Right.
it.
See, it's
Yeah.
gone
I
so-
am
it's-
shocked.
It's gone so far the other way. We have the fat acceptance movement, the healthy
But-
at any size
Well,
movement.
cel-
Fat
Yeah.
acceptance means they know they're fat.
Right. Like
Yeah.
they have a mirror. You don't need to tell them what they look like.
But then they know it, and then they've resolved not to do anything about it.
Well, that's
the
a
point.
different
That's their
story.
choice, though.
Yeah.
Which is a bad choice for them if they're your friend. If
I
you're,
hate
if you're
it,
a good
huh?
friend.
I
You don't
hate
want
when
them to lose a foot.
I know I'm fat, and I'm not a little, heavy. Like I'm fat. Like I understand that, and I know it. I don't like it, and I don't respect people who try to play it off like, oh, you're not that big. I go, don't lie, right? I mean, come on.
You're
If we-
beautiful.
But you've
It's-
lost weight.
I mean, but I'm fat.
Like,
And I know it. That's
and
the thing.
if- and if
Like,
Woody
but
came in
don't
here
don't
where-
look. It's
yeah.
something I'm supposed to care about, and don't look me in the face.
Right.
Oh, stop it! You're not that big.
We
I'm not 600-pound life
no,
big.
no.
But I'm fat.
There's
It's
goals.
gross.
We were talking about that last night. I was joking with my husband. Have you seen that meme that's like, I'm fat. No, you're beautiful. Bitch, I didn't say I was ugly.
Right.
Oh, wow.
29% would tell their friend that they need to lose weight. Would you tell your friend they're mean? No, because it's wimpy. 72% would. Would you tell your friend they got body odor?
Yes.
Yes.
Have.
Yeah, especially if you got to sit there and deal with it. Like you're stuck with them, like on a flight or in a car going somewhere. Like, God dang, are you a corpse?
Right.
Are you decomposing?
Something's dying in there.
Right. 67% would. Here's another one. It's a little tricky. Kind of goes not super with the cheating, but in getting involved in their relationship. Would you tell them they're in a toxic relationship?
Tell them that they're
Yeah.
in
It
toxic.
never goes well, though.
Yeah, but because when they're in a relationship, they never listen to
See,
you.
cheating's one thing.
See, this is interesting because I've been in a situation like this where, my friend's like, oh, we should, have like a little intervention and tell. And I was like, she knows what relationship
Yes.
she's in.
Right.
Now, what are
Yeah.
you going to do? You're going to make her choose her man or you. And now she's alienating herself from her friends. What's the point?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
you can tell somebody that their partner sucks all day and they'll never do anything until they realize it themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Can the ladies explain that? Because all I hear is after they break up with a guy is it's ragging on him. Oh, he sucked. Well, do you guys just hold that info back beforehand, or are you lying
No.
after the?
Or is
No,
it-
but you
do
broach
you guys
it-
get to be like that's what I've been saying.
You
Yeah.
broach it gently like, oh, wow, I would feel really bad if that happened to me. How are you feeling? And just kind of like tiptoe. And then afterwards be like, thank God that dead weight is gone.
Yeah. I mean, because it's going to they're going to break up when they break up, but it'll eventually happen.
Because they will choose the man over their friend if they're really far into the relationship. So is
Yeah.
it just worth it to you?
Well, there's also every relationship's different. Like what goes or what's acceptable in my relationship is different than Gina's, different than men.
Right.
So just because you think it's one thing doesn't necessarily mean that it is,
Sure.
right?
But if you see him in public and he's like, if it's a little dicey, be like, are you okay? And, after that, if she's like, what are you
70
supposed to do?
74% said they would either probably or definitely.
Yeah.
Would you tell a friend their haircut sucks? Yes.
Yeah, immediately.
Like my guy friends,
Oh yeah.
women friends, no, because
That's
you guys take that way too seriously. I stay out of all that.
well,
That's
and
for
it
the
takes a
best.
girl longer to recover from a bad haircut than a guy as well.
Yeah. You can't fix that with a barrette.
Right.
50% would. Would you tell a friend their cooking sucks? No.
Yeah.
No, not really. I would just shut up and
Nope.
Not the first time, but the fifth time for sure.
yeah. How about telling a friend? Oh, I've done this. That they're bad with money.
Yeah.
48% would.
No.
There's
you
a
wouldn't? I would.
I don't think it's my business.
Be like, damn, you're shopping again? You can't pay so-and-so
there's
back?
a friend of mine who's one of the most financially irresponsible people that I know, who is shopping around trying to get financing to buy a restaurant.
Oh no.
Who's never, I don't even think, worked in a restaurant.
This is a
Woody,
bad idea.
Those things are like guaranteed money makers. They
Yeah.
never fail.
You don't know what you're talking about.
And he was telling me, yeah, a lot of people were telling me it's a bad idea and don't do it. I'm like, well, maybe you should listen. Because I'm trying to be, but I say, hey, man, just for where you are in life, not 20 years old or anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of that's a really big financial, talking about dipping into a 401k. I'm like,
Oh,
no.
What does this stupid moron think makes him or her, probably him though,
I mean, I don't
be
know.
able to run a restaurant?
Because they would be involved with other people who maybe do have some more. I see. That's the thing. Is like I worry about. Here's the thing. I worry about this person's well-being.
Yeah.
Like, will they be able to house themselves and feed themselves?
Well, and your well-being, are they going to come around
they're
being
not-
like, I need
no,
help?
No, this particular person would not do
Okay.
that.
Sounds
Sounds like a stupid person.
I'm just I'm legitimately concerned.
Yeah.
That's fair, but
Yeah.
whenever anybody is taking any sort of risk in their life, the people who care about them are more concerned about them than they are. And
Yeah.
if they worried
Yeah.
about what everyone else felt when they tried to take a risk, no one would ever take risks ever.
Yeah.
Preach.
I don't weigh in on toxic relationships because there's two sides to everything. Of course, your friends will only get to tell. Of course, your friends only get to tell you the negative stuff because they want you to be on their side. That's also true.
So true.
Yeah. Totally.
Well, yeah, but if they're that bad of a person, they're not your friend. Hopefully.
Would you tell your friend they keep telling the same stories over and over?
Oh, I do all the time.
Eventually.
I'll start finishing the story.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Or they talk too much. Yeah, you guys are good about that.
Yeah.
Like at events when I've had a couple tequilas.
Oh, I mean, there's no stopping
here's
you.
the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's a big, I want to know that.
but Menace will
We've-
say something, and then
Oh, he
you'll
will.
just plow straight through.
No, I know.
I've
I've
tried
had
to come
tequilas,
up-
man.
I've tried to come up to you and be like, all right,
know.
dude, we got to wrap it up.
I tried to take the mic from you and you took it with you to the bathroom.
We can try all
But it wasn't so
day.
you wouldn't keep it. Again, I blame tequila on that one, and it's mega embarrassing.
By the
And
way,
I-
you drink too much.
Thank you. Thank you.
You smell. Bad haircut.
See, I'm bad though because I thought you were funny, so I want to see it again.
Oh no, I've retired.
Oh,
I've retired from the main. I'll
I
chime
mean,
in.
you've
Okay.
said that, but
No,
next time we're recording it
I'm doing it.
for YouTube.
Please. Yeah, but 50% of people said that they would let a friend know they talk too much. All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back. Yeah, skunk can't smell its own stink. That's why some people might not know. Some people are stinky and they love their own brand. Like there's people
Yeah.
who take
Yeah.
pride in that. Oh, I don't wear deodorant.
hippies.
I love my musk.
Yeah,
Well-
gross. Like patchouli smelling.
Well,
Ugh.
what do you remember? You, Greg, and I had a coworker. He knew he stank. He didn't want
Oh.
to wear deodorant.
Oh, Ben.
I didn't want to say his name, but yeah.
What a generic name. We didn't say exactly
Yeah.
who it is.
We didn't say
But
Ben
he-
Schwartz.
Yeah, right.
He was but he was very anti-deodorant.
Yeah.
And he reeked.
Yeah, but he owned it
constantly.
though.
Yeah.
Gross.
He knew he stank.
877-44 Woody. Send us a text over to 22987. We'll be right back.